We've got a Nissan Tiida with the code P2119, okay, which comes back to the throttle control. So you can see this is absolutely full of crap, so it needs to be cleaned. I've taken it right off to clean it because these ones you can't push the throttle flat to clean them because it'll damage inside the unit itself. So we just need to clean in there as best as we can, but being able to get at the back of it is going to help us to do that without having to move this throttle too much. Okay, so what we're going to try doing is seeing if we can separate this unit so that we'll be able to open that throttle valve without upsetting that. So we've got a T20, but it is a security bit. Okay, so these have a lug in the middle, so you need a security bit to undo them. Okay, so we're just going to find out if we can take this off easily and separate the two. Okay, so we've got that cover off now. So when you take this cover off, you want to have the throttle body sitting this way up. Okay, so that as you pull the cover up, this gear doesn't fall out. Okay, because we want to mark the teeth where that lines up on either side. Okay, and then once we've marked it, we can take that gear out. Okay, we're now disconnecting any connection between this mechanism, and our throttle. Okay, so all we have now is our throttle just with its normal return spring. Okay, we're not going to damage anything else, so we are now free to open that up and give it a clean. Okay, so we're just going to have a clean rag. Sorry, my bench is a mess, I've been busy, but clean rag and some brake clean. Spray the brake clean onto the rag, get in there either side of the throttle valve, give it a good clean out. Okay, so we've got this clean now. So just as a comparison, before I could fill up the back of this with brake clean and it would not run out of it. Okay, now we can actually see the light coming through. Okay, so we've got our gap back there. Cool. So yeah, I mean, it's not completely spotless on that butterfly, but that'll be alright. It's mainly the edges. Before, when we opened the valve and dropped it, it would actually stick shut. It actually took a bit of pressure to get it to open again. Now it will move freely. Okay, so that's what we want, and we can reassemble. Cool, so just make sure during the process that your stepper motor here doesn't spin right around. If you wanted to, you probably could actually pull that out. You could put this whole thing in the ultrasonic cleaner, but for this one, this will be good with what we've done. Cool, so we line up our marks there again. Cool, and then we're just going to slip our cover back on. And we just need to make sure that this piece here is going to line up back on there. Cool, and just remember that on that stepper motor end you've got those two pins that are going to press onto that stepper motor, so just be gentle with it there. Cool, and then we'll do those back up and put this back. Okay, so our throttle body is back in there now. Just in terms of getting this in and out, you've just got your two hose clips on here. Take this end of that hose off first, and then that way, this one off here, that gets the air tube out of the way. You've got 4 bolts around it, 8mm bolts there, and you've got your 2 coolant hoses down here and a plug on that unit on the back. Okay, now on a Nissan, anytime you so much as unplug one of those units, you're generally going to need to do a throttle relearn. So that is where we're going next. On our scan tool, my finger out of the way would help. Okay, and idle air volume learn. Okay, so the relearn on that actually didn't work. So we might just let it learn itself at the moment. So it's idling fine right now. So we will take it for a drive and let it have a learn itself, and hopefully that'll be all we need to do. We'll clear the codes out of here as well before we go for a big long drive now, and it's all okay. You also just want to recheck your hoses here and make sure there's no leak. Okay, and rescan it, make sure that the codes are clear. Okay, and also just to help with the learning process for it to get its idle speed, you just need to apply a load for at least 10 seconds, so you can turn the lights on or hold your foot on the brake and put it in gear. So it just drops the idle down for about 10 seconds, just so it can learn the proper level under load. It will help with the learning process. Yep, so all clear on the codes. So that is what to do with a Nissan Tiida with a P2119 fault code, and how to clean the throttle body safely without wrecking it. Okay, if you've been pushing that flap and you've got the idle going up and down all over the place, you might have some damage in there. You can try and do a relearn on it, but from what I've heard, they do get damaged and need replacing. Okay, I hope that has helped you out today. Don't forget to click like and subscribe for more real tips from real mechanics.